See ya.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Nice. Thanks, Charles, man.
Cool. What are we doing for time at the moment? Okay, 11 o'clock. We've still got an hour to go, and we've still got 2 playthroughs to get through, so still plenty of time.
Yeah, man.
But now
8 p.m. in Japan.
I'm going to add an extra chair here so that we can get Gabriel and Carlo on the stream as well. Is Carlo still here? Is he still here?
Yeah.
Is he still in the building? Okay, I need to go check to see if he's still here. He might have just nipped out to the bar.
Okabe-san's very jealous of your chair, man. He's very jealous of your chair. You have
Comfy,
very nice
man.
chairs there.
Yeah. There's a decent swivel on them. Very decent swivel.
See, this is what we have. We have these folding chairs.
Man,
that's what we have.
That's because your office has like over 2,000 employees, whereas the Capcom Europe
we do have a couple people.
About
we
50 people, so we can afford the more comfortable chairs. And our laptops are more up to date as well, because I've seen the old laptops you guys have.
I see. That is a good point. That is a good point. We do have over 800 devs over here.
Yep.
In Osaka alone, yeah.
It's where the action happens. It's where the action happens. There's no development at Capcom Europe, unfortunately. There used to be a mobile division, but we don't have one anymore.
I mean, yeah, okay, you guys, there's not a development team over there, but I mean, I don't think people realize like how much happens behind the scenes on your end, you know? It's not just like okay, yeah, we get stuff from Japan and do what we're told, right? Like there's a ton of back and forth. You know, you guys are involved in a lot of the games, right? You guys, I mean, for Street Fighter, I'm assuming you gave a lot of feedback that got in there, right?
Yeah. I mean, like the team's always asking me for like feedback from the competitive players over here. So there's a lot of back and forth. There's definitely a lot of back and forth.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. So we get our name in the credits. That means so much to me. Like having my name in the credits in like a game like this. I just see it like I've already seen it obviously for DMC5. I was like, yes, like my name's in a Devil May Cry game, and that just like feels so awesome.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Cool. Right, I need to find Carlo. Has anybody seen him around? Is he still in the building? I wanted to talk to him about all the Nero like scam model stuff, and hopefully he'll come back. We'll have to start, I guess, the next bit without him. But we're gonna switch over to Nero now. So joining me is Gabriel, otherwise known on his YouTube channel as Devil Never Cry, and he's cosplaying as well. He's got his Nero jacket.
Yeah, man.
You alright, guys?
Yeah, man, what's up, buddy?
How's it going, man? How's everybody doing?
That is a nice coat, man.
Yeah, it's I recently just got it. Convenient timing. Very convenient timing.
That's
Where'd
awesome,
you get it from?
Man. Amazon.
Amazon,
believe
okay.
it or not, yeah. Crazy.
It might not be official. I don't know. I'm not gonna check. I ain't gonna.
I'm assuming that's not official.
I'm not gonna check. He made it at home. Look how amazing this is. Like. You're a serious, like a thread and needle. Perfect, man. All good. All good
stuff. Yeah.
Cool. But yes, we are now going to switch over to the Nero playthrough, and if Carlo comes back, then we're going to have him joining us as well. He might have had. I think he had to shoot this morning, so he might have had to leave already. But it was good to see him at the very least. Yeah.
At least we saw him at the beginning. Yeah.
But yes, this is going to be a mission. One of the earlier missions. It's the same mission that's in the demo. So you've already like a lot of the people in the stream would have already like seen this, but this is the full mission rather than the demo mission. So there's like you'll notice some stuff and there'll be some new stuff as well.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to
and just to reiterate, this is an old build of the game. This is an old build of the game we're using specifically so we could have some debug functionality, and as a result, it may or may not run as well as the retail version. So if you see any hiccups, I promise those hiccups were most likely ironed out for the final retail version of the game.
Yep. I mean, if it looks this good from like, you know, an earlier build, then you can imagine what the final one looks like.
Oh man, yeah, we spent by September, October, we were doing pretty well from a stability standpoint.
Okay.
But I mean, the way dev goes, you know, there's just like stuff that you're constantly doing QA, and especially from that point on, you know, we were constantly doing QA, and there's just like little stuff that you find, you're like, okay, how is this happening? What's going on here? It's constantly doing that until the last minute that you possibly can, so you have the most stable game that you have by the time the game ships.
特にTGS の体験版のねが素晴らしい出来だったなと思ってね、当時のことを振り返ると。
Yeah, the demo that we had on the show floor, like for TGS, for instance, and you know, for all the different events we had too, that one we just ran through the ringer from a QA perspective.
Okay.
So.
という点では特にね、その本当に普通ああいうところに出すってちょっとねドキドキしながら止まっちゃうんじゃ ないかなみたいな、そういう事故が一切起こらないぐらいの出来だったのが本当に素晴らしいと思いましたね。
Oh man, I mean, and you know, we ran that particular build for the first time at TGS, and it was really the first time that we ran it, and we were surprised because like a lot of times you have these demos. You figure we make these demos, specifically for the show floor, different things. They're demos that you don't QA them a whole lot because they're not something that are generally going to be given to the public. So, at least something that you can download, for instance, to your own kit, right? But we were amazed because we had it on the show floor, and then by the end of the day, we'd found literally no problems, no bugs, no crashes or whatever. It was fantastic.
Yeah, sick work, man. Although I played through this mission 2 earlier, and I hate to tell you, there are still bugs in the game.
Well, yeah, and again, you're talking about for this build that you have, right?
One of the enemies is shaped like a bug. That's what I was meaning. One of the enemies is shaped like an insect. I wasn't actually saying it's bugs. Ah, damn it. I was hoping you were going to catch my drift on that one. You don't have the British sarcasm. You don't have the British sarcasm. That's what it is.
I'm sorry.
Right. Okay, so we're going to start this mission, and once you jump in, then you can check the controls. I might have turned it to inverted, so you might want to change it back just in case.
Yeah,
just in case.
Well,
but we can't show any menus. We're not showing to the gameplay just yet, and I'll give Jamar a shout once we're ready to switch over. But we are about to start the Neuro gameplay.
Sweet.
Nice. And Gabriel, I mean, you came to the London event, right? We got a picture together, didn't we?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Right? That's up on Twitter, right? Okay.
Yeah, still up on Twitter, yeah.
Friday.
Nice.
Is it your pinned tweet?
Yeah, it is the
it's
pinned tweet,
the pinned tweet! You're on the top.
Thank you.
Yeah. I believe it was a picture with you and Itsuno.
Of course, of course.
ヨーロッパの UK のイベントとして。ナイス。
Was Gabe one of the ones that won?
He was, yeah.
Speed run?
He's already won a free copy of the game. Were you the first one?
Yeah, I was
he
the
was
first
the
one.
first one.
Right.
The first winner.
Right.
Yeah. That's well remembered, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're good to switch to gameplay now. Let's do it. All right, we're good. Gameplay. Here we go.
All right, look at this.
Matt and Itsuno have very kindly given Gabriel Rawhide as well.
Sweet.
So we have Rawhide, which wasn't in the demo.
That's right. Exactly. He's going to play with Rawhide here. Got to be one of the first people outside of the media to play.
Pretty much.
With Rawhide.
Wire grapple, good start.
Anybody that has the demo at this point probably knows this battle pretty well.
Yeah.
I think some people might have played this more than once.
体験版に出してるんでゴリアテの言っちゃいますけど、ゴリアテのその戦闘をね、すごく空中から降りないプレイをしてる人とか、パンチラインだけで倒すやつとかね、すごい面白いのが出てるんで、ちょっと彼にも期待したいです。
Yeah, we're hoping to see some big things from Gabriel. We've seen all kinds of stuff from the demo. We've seen videos of people like, for instance, they get to the Goliath at the end of the stage, and they'll do stuff like they'll beat him without having ever touched the ground, for instance. We saw, what was it, last week, I think? We saw somebody who actually beat the Goliath on top of the church. He never actually got through the church. That was amazing.
Crazy, yeah.
屋上キッズ。
そう。
ゴリアテがかわいそうで。
Okabe-san says, yeah, I'm watching that. I actually felt kind of bad for the Goliath.
Carlo is still here, so he will be joining us in a minute.
Oh, nice!
He's currently having he's on a business call at the moment, but he will be joining us in a sec to talk about all the Nero scan model stuff.
Ooh.
Oh no starts.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I was trying to skip the.
I
was trying to skip the thing. My bad.
Oh, that's I stopped trying to skip the cutscenes at the beginning. Did it in the middle to make sure that didn't happen.
All right.
That's all right. You both get one.
Most durable enemies I've found so far.
These guys can just soak up the damage. Well, they don't really do anything to you, they just kind of run away.
Yeah, these guys are sponges, aren't they?
Yeah, but they give you lots of red orbs.
They're
like walking treasure chests.
そうですね。こいつほっといたら地面潜って逃げようとするんで、それだけ阻止してれば倒せると思いますね。
Yeah, for those red and Pusa, you guys, anybody that's played against them will know that they're only on screen for a certain amount of time, and then eventually they kind of run away. So you definitely want to take care of those guys as soon as possible.
Yep.
That's true.
Nice. All right.
And in terms of abilities that unlock, he has. So this should be more or less the same abilities that he has in the demo, just with extra Devil Breakers. So this is not like fully unlocked Nero.
That's right. Yep. This is not fully powered up Nero. We wanted to save. We were spending the first couple minutes setting up for the stream from this end, kind of telling Matt, look, we don't want to unlock this. We don't want to unlock this.
I was begging. I was saying, Matt,
keep some of this stuff.
Please be reasonable about it. And he was like, no.
Right.
Matt Walker has spoken, and I'm not going to challenge that.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Wanted to, I know we've had a lot of people that have said, look, you know, there's certain areas, there's a lot of stuff that some people are saying, look, Capcom, you're kind of showing a lot here.
True.
We don't want to be completely spoiled for the game, and so we're trying to do our best to say, look, we understand.
Yep.
From a PR perspective, from a marketing perspective, there's still some stuff that we want to show because we think that people are going to be pretty excited about it, but we also understand that there's a lot of people that want to go in without being spoiled. So, so we're trying to let everybody know, like, look, we understand, especially now moving forward here, if you want to go in completely fresh, do your best to mute everything that you can. It's only a week left.
Yeah, literally. We've got like 9 days or so now, isn't it? Yeah. It's one of the hardest things about being involved with a game like this. It's just like you want to tell everybody everything, and you can't.
Oh yeah.
I just want to like all my like gaming mates. I just want to tell them like literally everything, but you can't.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I know how it goes. Man.
You
I
more
love
than
that
anyone.
cutscene.
You more than anyone.
You know, me, I don't know. Maybe Isano especially.
I suppose, yeah. From the earliest point of development.
でもね、やっぱりね、
Ooh, got cancels.
ね、バラッと困るので。
Nice.
それ言いたいことあるんですけどね。
そうですね。今何そうですよね。There's still even about this game. There's all kinds of stuff that we can't wait. We can't wait for people to see it on their own. You know,
Yeah.
we wanted to tell you, but we don't want to spoil it for you.
No. It's always best to like discover stuff naturally.
Clearing these guys out.
Oh, we're switching. We're switching. I'm still wondering when he's going to bring out Raw. I'm sure he's got an idea in mind.
Look at that. Double S. Triple S. Nice.
Smoking sexy style. I think that's the best abbreviation we've had for the Triple S yet.
Smoking sexy style. You got it, dude.
Was that one of yours, Matt? That definitely sounds like one of yours.
No, a lot of people say, I've had a lot of people say, oh, Matt, did you come up with, like, for instance, yeah, that stuff, for instance, the style terms, for instance, or like, Matt, are you the narrator? No, I'm not. I'm not the style voice. Oh, nice. He's going up there, getting the red
orbs.
orbs.
This is all this stuff I had no idea about. Like, you've already seen two areas I didn't even know.
Is he gonna get up there? Oh, is he gonna do it? Oh, nice. What? I can't tell you how hard
know this.
Isma-san says, oh.
And there's another one up there. You just got to stand still.
Look at you, even know that, man. Oh, man.
So how was it you played the demo too much?
Hardcore. I had a stream. We were doing that thing in Japan we call Capcom TV a little while back, and I was playing this level, and we were trying to get on top of the horse, and I could not do it on the stream. As embarrassing as that is.
So we need to get Gabriel out next time.
Here we have
fly him out to Japan.
Gabe did it on his first try, essentially.
Pretty much. That's ridiculous.
That was bad.
That's what happens when you rinse the demo probably like 100 times. Pretty much. Yeah. I respect it.
Nice.
I respect it a lot.
だいぶ入り込んでるね。
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. There we go.
Man, you are like making bank right now. Look at this red orbs. I don't even know how you do that down sword move.
Well, this one.
Yeah.
It's just
一緒に上げるには
split.
レベルブレーカーね。まずどんどん使った方
I
が
must have played
Man,
for
so
the whole game without using it once.
Hopefully, I think Gabe can tell. But I mean, from the dev point of view, really the idea is that you want to go through those devil breakers. You don't be afraid to use those break gauge moves. Obviously, you do want to be careful so that you don't completely run out. But I mean, from a stylish point of view, it's really all about trying to use those devil breakers and using the break gauge moves and going through them here.
Yeah, you're definitely incentivized to, get creative and break them. You know, you never,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going for, you know, from the dev point of view. You know, we've kind of explained this in a couple of interviews at this point, but we want to have differentiation between the three characters. You know, we didn't want Nero and Dante to just kind of be clones of each other. And when we came up with V, the reason that V is such a completely different concept is very much that we go, look, he's not just like, there's no point in making a new character if the new character isn't gonna be different from the other characters.
Yeah.
You know, in that case, it's just a skin, right? So
Exactly. Yeah.
we very much tried to make sure that the gameplay was differentiated for all three characters there. And that's why, you know, yeah, Dante is all about changing styles, changing weapons on the fly. Nero is all about, okay, he's got these devil breakers, and how can I use these? In what order should I use these? And when should I use these?
Right, I'm just going to set up Carlo here so that he's joining us on the mic as well. In fact, Carlo, do you want to? I'll jump out a sec. Do you want to like just jump on? And then Matt, if you want to talk to Carlo about all the Nero scan model stuff.
All right,
Cool.
let's do that.
Where did I come from again? Hey Matt, can you hear me?
All right, Connor, what's up, man?
Yo, how's it going? It's going exciting. Gosh, watching this thing gets me getting me excited. I have to play it later again.
What's it feel like to see yourself tearing apart demons?
Casual Monday to Friday, you know.
Casual Monday. There you go.
Usual day in the office. It's great, honestly. It's cool. It's kind of cool to see how the developments come from, you know, when I used to play games when I was like 17 and 16, you know, like to now, and just how the detail and the gameplay and what you can do with it's a whole nother level. So it's kind of cool to come back and revisit everything a bit. It's very cool.
It's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm sure. Obviously, you're a model. So there's very specific things that you have to do with your hair and your look, I would imagine. But man, someday if we could see you with like short white hair like Nero, man, that'd be insane, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It would be pretty cool. I'm going to this. So anyone who wants to come join, I'm going to the games convention in Milan from the 8th till the 12th, and so I'll be there. And I am considering potentially to go white in my hair and clean shaven, so there's an option. Depends how much they pay me.
Awesome. That's crazy, man.
They do like a just for men
You
white.
remember-
Is that a thing?
Trust me.
Just for men white. They must do.
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, it's like silver. It does look quite cool because the hair, like Nero, I can see it right now. So the hair Nero's got there is obviously exactly like very similar to what I had when I was doing it. So it's shorter, but I have had it short like that before. So there definitely there's possibilities. I'll do a vote online.
That's amazing, man.
See what people want.
Do you remember when we actually did the scan in Serbia?
Yeah, of course I do. Amazing.
How was that like as an experience? I'm assuming you haven't done anything like that before, right?
Yeah, it's different. So I haven't really done scans like that before. I've done scans for certain animations in videos, but not in games. So nothing game related.
Okay.
And you know,
So
yeah.
was that the same kind of thing where they kind of had you? So a scan, right? A scan for anybody that doesn't quite understand. We scan Carlo. He's the model. We put Carlo like in a big circle of cameras and got a bunch of pictures of him. And then with that, we can make 3D data of him. And that's how you get the Nero model in the game. Yeah. When you were doing that stuff for animation that you were talking about, was it that same kind of thing or was it something different?
Nah, it was very basic. It was just basically capturing my face from different angles and then putting it into an image to then stabilize it for the videos. So it wasn't games. It was nothing to do with games. It was just it was commercials I've done in the past with. You know, and sometimes they wanna, you know, they switch between my actual face and it's like an animation. So that was, and it was very basic. You know, when we did it, I mean, it was like, was it 200 cameras around this cool little pod? Can't remember. I think it was like 200, right? 200 cameras?
Yeah, it was something like, I forget how many.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was actually, I want to say, at least 50 or 60 some cameras.
Oh,
and that's just for your body. And then we did it again for your face, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty cool. So yeah.
And when we did it for your face, you probably remember, we actually had you kind of make all these different faces, right?
Yeah. I had this guy.
It was like, you know, doing all that different stuff, right? Yeah.
Trust me.
When you were doing your animation stuff, did you do that the same kind of thing, or was it just basically in one state?
No, that was not. So with Devil May Cry, when we did that, obviously we had all these different expressions, and we know there's obviously, I didn't even know, if for you guys out there who don't know, there's this alphabet for facial expressions. I had no idea about that. So when they start,
heard of that.
yeah, it's mad, yeah. So when they start introducing me to these different expressions, I was like, how do you even do that expression? I didn't even know it existed. So
right.
It was pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
we did have. There was a lot of coaching, wasn't there?
Yeah. So you know, as a guy
Like, yeah,
in front of me,
do this or whatever. Yeah.
full thing, like.
And that's also that we can have the data so that when the character talks, the character's not, so the character wasn't necessarily the actor for the character is not Carlo, right? That's actually somebody else. That's Johnny Young Bosch. He's actually the one that does the acting and the voice acting. And when Johnny Young Bosch makes different faces, we need the technology to make it so that your model is making those same faces. And so to do that, then we end up scanning your face like that in all these different configurations, so that the 3D model, the 3D data can represent that. Look at that, finishing it off with a taunt.
Boom.
That was nice.
Ooh, nice, Gabe. Nice,
Great.
dude.
Lots of enemies in this room.
Good character, yeah, it was good.
I'm loving the use of
Good
red.
gameplay as well. Good gameplay.
Nice one.
That's
Nice,
great.
man.
Matt, did you have to do all this stuff when you did, what was it, the Resident Evil Zombie? Or was it a lot more straightforward?
Nope. For me, it was a lot different. For the Resident Evil's not nice getting up there, getting up in another secret spot.
It's like proper like DMC parkour.
Maybe we should have actually mentioned spoilers for the stream.
This is a scene I played at the event we had in London.
That's right.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's right. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. You played it. You played it there. That's right. We got a picture of you sitting at the kit.
Oh yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, for the zombie thing, that was a little different. They didn't get my like facial expressions and stuff. We have a couple amazing 3D modeler arts here that they did take like a kind of static 3D scan of me, and then from there they really changed it all.
Okay.
And that's because it was a zombie. You know, it really wasn't meant to be something where we were gonna have like.
No, you weren't like a main character or anything like that. Yeah.
Exactly. But like for instance, we have our buddy Miguel Cordy, the head of localization. He's in Resident Evil 2 as the cop.
Oh, really? That's sick.
Yep. And Miguel, yeah.
You do a lot of like in-house kind of casting by the sounds of it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, we have a whole bunch of different people here that, you know, because we use so much of the scanning tech, we have a lot of people on the side that we have scanned for various different reasons. For me, yeah, I was scanned, for instance, as a zombie in RE2. I've been scanned before as other stuff too. I mentioned also that you see these kind of husks of people, especially in this stage here in Devil May Cry 5. That's me and that's a modeler from the game, Alexander Jaude, who the two of us, like kind of in these different configurations, and they actually scanned us. In the end, they changed the model so much you can't tell that it's us at all.
Are you in this game somewhere?
In this one, yeah, like, it's just you see the husks of the people.
Okay, no, but
like,
are you in this one somewhere? Like fans like dig deep enough, are they gonna find like, you know, a corpse with like your face on it or something?
Nah, they're not gonna find anything that they'll be able to recognize.
Okay. I'll skip. Sorry.
Nah, so here's the battles that's not in the demo.
Yeah, it's not. This is when you get first introduced to these annoying guys. What are these called?
So I don't know.
These are quite, yeah.
They got like double meat
Mad.
cleavers. Yeah. They're really sturdy.
These guys, Hell Antinola is what they're called.
Okay. Have you taken any damage yet?
No.
I don't want to jinx it. I just wanted to ask. Okay. Yeah.
だから気をつけ
These
て
guys are definitely
対
annoying
応
for
し
that.
ないと攻撃食らうと思います。
The point with these guys, as you can tell, is you knock them back. That's when they come at you like that.
Yeah.
With their cleavers. So you got to be careful of that. Nice finish. Nice kill camera.
We're getting
Even though Gabe has only played the demo for the most part, he's doing pretty well against all these guys.
He's showing me all this extra stuff, like these like little like cubby holes didn't know were there. Like,
Yeah.
you've been in two like secret rooms in the scenery that I didn't know were there.
You just gotta explore.
Oh, I know.
Like they've literally been through the game with a fine-tooth comb.
A lot of the secrets here.
ちょっと初めて見た人、簡単なゲームめちゃめちゃ簡単。
You know, Matt, in retrospect, maybe we shouldn't have had people that are so good at the game because people are going to see the stream and they're going to think that it's a relatively easy game.
No, I've still got to play my V section yet. That's fine. They're
There you
definitely.
go. There you go. Okay.
I'll
So you
die
can
on
still
purpose.
prove- you can still
I'll
prove
die
that.
on purpose.
Right on. Come on, gotta go.
Okay. Got a bit of a.
All right, here we go. It's live time.
I'm doing a bit of a live stream on my Instagram as well. So you've got a bit of a
Cool.
live feed.
Live streaming on Instagram. We can hit because we don't normally do Instagram, so we're literally hitting all
I know.
the broadcasting
All the
channels as well.
platforms, all the platforms today.
This is the first time Capcom Europe's ever done this.
It's great.
I'm excited.
Matt, should we do a few more questions regarding the scan and stuff, and then that'd be quite cool to capture that while he's doing his game here, which is pretty cool.
So, like you said, it was the first time you've done the scan model stuff, isn't it? So, like, is it just something you're probably going to pursue again more in the future?
Do you know what? It's interesting. So it was a really good experience. Often, when it comes to modeling jobs, it's quite a straightforward kind of thing you do. When it comes into commercials and more acting, you have a bit more variation what you can do. But this was quite a different concept. So actually doing something that was quite outside of the box and slightly
diversifying the portfolio.
Exactly,
isn't it?
exactly. And it was a bit more, it's a bit more, has a bit more longevity. Obviously, it's integrated in a game. It's going to be, there forever.
This is going to sell millions. So
exactly.
Literally,
exactly.
There's going to be a hell of a lot of people seeing your face.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and it's just, I guess, really fun way of actually capturing, the face rather than just having it for a shoot or for a billboard or something. It was actually quite nice to kind of have a bit of movement. Obviously, with Nero's expressions, it's crazy the different expressions you can see in the game. In the video.
How did you first find out about this job then? And did Matt Nitsuno contact you, or did you see an advert somewhere? How did it come about?
It was actually through a production company.
Okay. And
with my agent. So they got in touch and said, look, it'd be great to kind of do something together. Yeah. And the first year and a half was quite secret. Obviously, we couldn't share anything about what we were doing.
I imagine you made NDA'd up to your eyeballs.
The whole thing, contract and the whole thing. So it was all super secret. Yeah. And I had a few people writing me and being like, is there something going on? I had no idea how they leaked it. People always leak stuff, especially in the gaming world. They find out early.
Okay, yeah. It's all like Chinese whispers through the grapevine, isn't it?
Exactly. Just denying everything. But it was good. And then obviously when we 6 months ago, so when Matt and we released the whole in the press conference, and that's when it kind of blew up a bit, which was good. Yeah, but it's really good experience, and I think in the future definitely would be really cool to get involved with other games and anything else.
Yeah, man. You never know. I'm sure other games companies, once they see Nero here, then
send my
there's
portfolio.
A potential there, yeah.
Send my portfolio and have a bit of a game stream.
Definitely.
Which is cool. But it's been exciting. So good to have it come out and see before release, see what people think of it.
Yeah, really I'm sure the same with Matt Nitsuno, we're kind of on tenterhooks to see what the Metacritic score for this game is.
Yeah.
I reckon it's going to be very high.
Yeah.
Very high. There's been so much positive feedback on this game.
Yes!
That's a sick finish.
Pretty cool. Amazing.
Nice one.
Good gameplay.
Nicely done, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That was
wicked.
Good stuff.
Good gameplay.
That was on the edge of our seats, man. We were all like, oh my god, is he going to get hit or who's going to put out the first attack? Oh, that was hot, man. Good job, Gabe.
Nice one. Thanks, man.
Thanks. You were going for the no damage, weren't you?
I was this close.
I've if you'd have done that, would have been even more insane. But that was still absolutely sick.
That was a good run, though. I think. Yeah,
that was good. That was good. I like the fact that you got all the secret stuff as well. Good use of rawhide. We got to see some the whip combos.
Tried to show
and you got the Mario 64 with the tailspin.
Yeah, exactly.
Which everybody loves to see. So that was sick.
Good stuff.
That was sick. Awesome.
Nice.
Right, so we are gonna move over. As me now, I've got to play as. It's got to play as V. So yeah, you're gonna tag out, and I'm gonna jump on. Yep.
Amazing
Good stuff, man. Good luck.
Great.
Carlo, are you able to
guys,
stick around
thanks a lot.
Yeah, I've got another 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay,
yeah, and then I have to roll.
Cool. Right, I'm in the hot seat.
Hot seat.
What is the time? Okay, well, we've still got about a good half an hour to go, so I'm definitely not going to try and speedrun this, which wouldn't be able to happen anyway. Yeah. Okay, we're not showing any gameplay at the moment. Good. All right, I'm going to set this up.
So what I'll do as well on my socials, I'll put out some questions because people ask me a lot of different questions about the game and gameplay, and I haven't said too much, but I'll put out a few questions and we'll have a collective answer. I'll send it out to you guys and you can give your feedback on it, and I'll put it out on my socials.
It's hard to see from here, but we do have the stream chat behind it. Jamar, is that live? Is that live? So if you've got any questions for Carlo about being the Nero scam model in the game, then definitely send them here. If he sees them, he might answer them. So just fire them away.
Fire away, and I'll see what I can do, or anyone else can do. It'd be good.
Yeah.
Because it was hard when some random questions. It's good to kind of do them all in one go and have a bit more of a consistency. Yeah, perfect. I can see it. It's great. Hey everyone, how many people are watching at the moment? I don't even know who's online.
Because there's just so many different channels. Yeah.
It's hard, yeah. But there'll be one or two. There'll be one or two.
It's always the archive views because like obviously we're doing it very early UK time, and it's like the US is like super early, like 2-4 like AM at the moment, and then Japan is very late. So it's always the archive views that we end up like getting all the extra views.
True. Questions will come in later.
So how long have you been doing like the whole modelling gig for then?
So
how did you first get into it as well?
That's a good question, actually. So, fun fact, I don't know, probably a lot of you don't know, I used to live in New Zealand a long time ago, 2008, and one of my friends started like this shitty little skater brand, and he wanted someone who kind of skateboards. I used to skateboard. I'm terrible now, so don't ask me to skateboard. But yeah, I used to skateboard, and and he said, "Can you just wear some of my sweatshirts and just wear them, and then get some shots?" So yeah, we got these really shitty shots of of me skateboarding, no idea what I was doing, and and it was really good. And then it's kind of I got approached from different agencies, and then I took off from there. Got a few different agencies around the world and worked with different brands all over the world. So it's been really good. It's been a progress. Have
you still got those original photos in your portfolio, like from back in the skating days?
I do.
Nice,
yeah. I should put one up
there. Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, 9 years ago. So yeah, it's been good. And then since then I had about 2 year period where I did it full time. But now it's just more of a part-time thing, which I enjoy from time when it's good collaborations, good brands. When it works out. I think Capcom is a really cool fit, different than usual, but
yeah, I mean, like Capcom,
cool.
I think is definitely like, I mean, not to our own horn or whatever, but like got more street cred than a lot of the other game developers.
Yeah,
I think that's a fair thing to say, Matt Walker, isn't it? Like, Capcom's definitely.
I like to think so. I mean,
yeah,
hopefully,
100%.
Man, but you figure we did the scan. Man, that was 2000, was that 15 or 16? I forget.
Yeah, it was a while ago. 16 maybe?
Yeah,
it was definitely over 2 years.
Yeah, 2016. So yeah, 2015 is when we were actually starting to talk to you.
Yeah.
And then it was 2016 when we actually scanned you, yeah.
It's mad.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been mad. Because we initially wanted to do it in Japan, remember, when we switched to Serbia.
Yep.
And
we're talking about doing it here at Capcom,
Yeah. And but it was amazing. I mean, that studio was just insane, wasn't it? I mean, the crew was great, the team was amazing. Like, it was just such a good. Everyone was just on board, really had the same mission. And when I first started, I really wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but it actually was such a good experience, with the whole team and getting to know everyone and just working through the sort of bits and bobs around it. And it's a shame I haven't.
Well, that was us working with a place called our buddies in Serbia called Three Laterals. This company that they're known for having some of the best facial tech in the industry. Yeah. So one thing that I love to kind of give the RA2 people crap for is their facial animation is pretty good, but because we use these guys on Devil May Cry 5, our facial animation is even better.
Yeah,
it's a cut above. It's a cut above. Yeah.
Come on.
Step it up,
yeah,
RA2.
It is. It's a cut above. It really is.
It's not 2018 anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Definitely cool. So true. No, but it's interesting. I think like technology nowadays it's advanced so much, and it's like it's quite cool to see what you can do. I mean, when they took the pictures, just close up to the pore, it's that accurate.
Wow.
It's super accurate. That's why now in the game that's why it looks so good. That's why it doesn't look like a.
It looks like a real face to me. It's like that uncanny valley stuff. Isn't
Exactly.
You kind of like look at it and it's just like that's hell of a convincing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm considering getting like silver hair or white hair for at least a year.
Nice.
I have to, considering. So yeah,
Sweet, man.
we'll do an online vote. See what people say.
All right, okay. I am just sorting things out, getting ready for this mission.
Good song, by the way.
Is this one playing through the game or is it Jamar's doing it?
This is actually from the game.
From the game?
Yeah, it's
okay,
from the
weird.
game.
Okay,
this is Dante's theme, I think.
No, yeah, because I've changed it so it shouldn't play in the game. I've changed it so it shouldn't play in the game. Yeah.
Read through the questions.
Yeah. Are you sure this is playing for the game? Wait. Are you sure the music's playing for the game? Oh, right, I see. Okay, yeah. That confused me. Apparently, he's playing it on his playlist. This isn't actually playing for the game. But we are good to switch to the gameplay now. Right, cool.
Fair play.
Oh, actually, wait.
Right.
Sorry. I haven't inverted the controls, so I need to do that first.
I got to invert the controls.
Ever since, what is it, Star Wing on the SNES, sorry, I've had inverted controls. I can't do it the way most people do it.
You talking about from us Americans, the one we'd call Star Fox.
Yes, it's
right?
called Star
Is that
Fox
the
over
one?
there. EU
Star
is
Fox.
called Starwing.
Right now.
Both ways are good. I wouldn't necessarily say one way is better than the other. Yeah. All right, cool.
Right
We're
now.
good to switch to the gameplay. Well, I'm going to try my best not to embarrass myself here.
Why did you XG huh? Why'd you go? All right, here we go. So this is really our first V gameplay, official V gameplay here outside of Japan.
It is.
Here we go.
I'm going to leave all the commentary to you and Carlo so I can concentrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, good. You're going to concentrate. So
Yep.
right off the bat, you're going to see the way that V plays is different from Dante and Nero. Really, the idea was we wanted to separate the portion that you protect and the portion that attacks. So he has, as you can see here, Griffin, who is his approximation of a long-range attack, and Shadow here, who's his approximation of a melee attack. And so they would be the same buttons on the controller that you would expect to use for Nero and Dante's guns and swords, respectively. V uses these two familiars to attack for the most part. He's got one other we'll show in a little bit. And looks like Matt's already taking damage.
I did, yeah. I was not paying attention to what was going on.
There you go.
There we go.
And you can, but you have to go in for the last attack there and finish him off with V, as you can see.
Yeah.
And so V uses this cane to finish off the enemies. Once they've gotten to what we call, in the game terminology, it's called stalemate. And as you can see there, when you lock onto the enemy and they're in stalemate, their health meter turns orange there.
That's pretty cool.
All right, he's pulling out Nightmare. Nightmare is essentially his double trigger. You're going to pull the double trigger when you have enough bars there, and you'll be able to call out Nightmare. Nightmare is going to automatically attack the enemies, but you can also control him yourself if you do what's called promotion. It's a skill that you can unlock, and you can ride him.
Oh, yes. All of that. It's interesting, isn't it, with V as well? Like, I think it's quite a cool contrast compared to, like, Nero Dante, because obviously he's as an individual not as strong as Nero Dante, but then obviously has help of all these amazing animals that can obviously help him to kind of be more flexible and have a bit of a different way of playing. I guess it makes the game experience.
He's got
Exactly.
a very different playstyle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And that exactly, you're very right, and very much the design is very based on that because he's not part demon like Dante and Nero, because he's human. The idea is, all right, well, we don't want him to appear as kind of beefy and strong as Dante and Nero, and he should be a little more fragile because that should also help the player kind of understand that okay, this is the portion that I need to protect because he does look a little more fragile.
It's true.
Matt pulling out the book there. By pulling out the book when you have enemies around, you charge up your double trigger gauge even faster. Well, you can charge it up while you're reading the book, I should say. You see,
cool.
V, he can't run like a superhuman, but he can ride on Shadow like this to do his traversal and run a lot faster, traverse a lot faster than he would be able to otherwise.
I wish my cat at home was this useful.
I love a comment.
And I have no idea. I guess Matt just wanted to show that off. Okay, that's cool.
Carlo knows his shit,
All right,
yeah.
here we go.
Has to.
Pulling in Nightmare again. And if you've played Devil May Cry 1, you may recognize a lot of the moves that Shadow and Griffin do. And even Nightmare. Matt, one thing you might want to try if you get a couple different enemies into stalemate at the same time is you can combo his kind of final strike there. So you can really raise your style meter there if you have a couple different enemies in stalemate, and you can kind of basically just mash the circle button or the B button on the Xbox controller if you want, and if you combo it right, then you'll transport from one enemy to the next and kill them in succession, and that can get you some really big style points. This time, all right, he's used promotion to get on top of Nightmare. Hopefully the game doesn't bug
he's
out.
facing the wrong way.
And when he's on top of Nightmare like that, he can actually control Nightmare as opposed to letting the AI control him. Also, you'll kind of notice that V has Kane stuck in Nightmare when he's doing that. The idea there is that if his Kane's in Nightmare, that's when Nightmare can finish off opponents.
No, Matt, cool fun fact, you probably didn't know this, but I met V like last Friday. And
oh, cool!
Yeah. We had a catch up. It's pretty cool. I mean, he looks very much like the game as well, I must say. So you can't miss him.
Nice.
So same,
nice.
But really nice guy. And I think I met most of the team now from different characters, and they're all generally really nice people. So I think that makes a massive difference as well. They're really like humble, genuine, nice guys, and I think just it's cool kind of keep in touch with all of them. So there might be some other cool things we might do in the future. But yeah, they're a good group of people. And yeah,
that's awesome.
Nice guy.
You were saying that you're going to be at that show in Milan. Is anyone else going to be there? Or is it just
yeah,
gonna be you?
I think it's just going to be me, unless someone else wants to join. But I'm flying over there for 4 days just to make sure that I'm going to be doing signings, just be there, take pictures, chatting to people who have got questions, and just being available really for anything they want to know. Capcom's going to be there as well, so should be quite fun. Really good just to kind of be available. So there's a whole bunch of people already booked on. And we want to give away some merch as well. So anyone who's in Milan wants to get some free merch, we're going to be giving some stuff away. So do come down and grab some while it's there.
I've only been to Milan once before, but it is an awesome city.
There's a lot of cool stuff going on. It's good for business. There's there's a lot of cool conventions there, and it's just and it's quite easy. It's small compared to London. It's you can't get lost that much as long as you. I've got your phone on you. But it'll be really good. So I can't wait. So 8th till the 12th of March. We'll be there, so good fun.
And Matt, have you done the Devil Trigger Shadow and Devil Trigger?
Yes, I have.
Griffin moves at all. So if you hold in, it'd be on the PlayStation controller, it'd be L2, and on the Xbox controller, it would be left bumper. You can hold that in, and you can hit either the melee button or the range button, and depending on whether you're holding that and which button you're hitting, the AI it'll power up Shadow or Griffin, and it'll kind of control them with the AI momentarily. But that only happens if you have at least one bar on your Devil Trigger move. Nice.
Oh. Griffin's firing off all the shots.
Mato-san, だいぶ V 練習したのか?
Iso-san says he thinks it looks like you did a little bit of practicing with V, huh?
I could have probably done with a bit more time, but I've not got it to a triple S yet. I'm gonna have to try harder. I need to put more
でもちゃん
effort in.
とね、チャージしながらもう一方の魔獣で攻撃できてる気がするけど。
Yeah, one of the big things, one of the kind of hard things to do, and it looks like you're doing it, is charging, holding the button for one of the familiars while attacking with the other one. And by doing that, by always kind of having one of the familiars charge there, you can pull off the charge attack, by holding in square or triangle for a couple seconds and letting go. Those are just pretty powerful moves from both those guys.
Doing a bit of a live stream right now again, right here in the Capcom office.
Yep, Capcom Entertainment Europe, baby.
Playing this amazing game, as you can see. We'll have this featured. Beautiful. Very cool.
Alright, give me the real stuff. Alright, here we go. I'll try and group them up. Can I get a hedgehog? Yeah, we go, a hedgehog. I love that move.
このエリアはうまくマッチングすると、そうですね。一緒にネロと合流して戦えるかもしれない場所です。
And one thing that you guys really haven't got a chance to see, and partly because this is an old ROM, is that this is one of the areas where you can actually have the cameo system kick in. And you can match with someone, if you're playing as V, someone that'll come in playing as Nero, or vice versa. If you're playing as Nero in this one, V can come in.
There we go, like you said, humbling the kills. That's what it was. I'll take that.
Nice, triple S. Nightmare wrecking everything.
Beautiful.
This is so hectic.
Manic. Sweaty hands.
So you said you met the the scan model for V?
Yes.
What's he like?
Cool guy. His name's Owen. So cool guy. Generally, quite like that. So quite composed, quite relaxed, laid back. But yeah, I totally tell his facial expressions are exactly like how he is in real life. So it was kind of cool to be.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Like, oh.
Yeah,
Cool.
he really is. He really is. He very is similar to V in that respect. And actually, V's voice actors are also very similar to V. Interestingly enough.
Yeah. I think it's interesting how, I mean, obviously, I guess I don't know how much about was prepped, because obviously you didn't really meet as much before we kind of got together, but just based more on the sort of look and the feel of, you know, of experience. But, you know, in terms of the personalities, it does match quite well, I think. You know, Nero is a bit more, you know, a bit more out there, slightly cheeky. I'm a bit cheeky sometimes, you know. I like to say what I think, so I don't mind if I offend someone, kind of thing.
I respect it. I definitely respect it.
Yeah. And D is a bit more, you know, he's a bit more sort of laid back, composed, and it does reflect quite well. Dante as well is quite similar to myself as well, so which is quite cool. But yeah,
Very cool.
Good team. But guys, I'm probably gonna have to head in a second, just because I've got a few other things.
Busy man.
Busy day today, yeah. So I'm gonna head out. But it was a real pleasure coming down. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for joining us. It's been awesome to have you on the show.
Real pleasure. And yeah, stay in touch. I'll be putting up some more on my socials. Plug here, Carlo Baker.
I will tweet out your Instagram on the Twitter, the DMC Twitter. Yeah,
and amazing. Any other questions, I'll make sure I respond to, and then get your guys' input as well. So it'd be good to kind of have a conversation for the next week or so before it comes up. So yeah, it'd be good. Cool. Looking forward.
Nice, Carlo. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, guys. See you soon. Cheers.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Buddy.
Ooh. You got any other tips for me, Matt? Have I missed out anything yet?
Any tips for me for V?
Yeah, for V. I've had less time with V than I have Dante.
まあもうチャージ結構大きい。
そうマクさんはうまく使えてるんだけど、シャドウ、ウニみたいにトゲトゲになる攻撃ね。あれは何ボタンなんや。Y ボタンか。そう。Y ボタンのチャージ技なんだ。あれがね、敵をひるます能力がすごく高くて、攻撃範囲も広いんで、シャドウのため技をうまく使って回していくと、最初は使いやすいかなと。
Yeah, you're doing a great job, man. I mean, the big thing, like I was saying earlier, is being able to kind of use your thumb to hold in one of the either whether it's the X or Y button, holding in one of them, and then attacking with the other one at the same time. And you're doing that. You're doing that. That works really well with Shadow because Shadow, his attack when you do that charge attack is this thing where he does, it's like a hedgehog essentially. I think it's called hedgehog actually.
Yes.
And all these different spikes kind of shoot out of him, right?
Yep.
That is really great as an area and effect attack, and also it helps to knock enemies back. So that's a good one to use. You're doing a good job so far, man. And you know, for anybody that is kind of overwhelmed by the idea of having to potentially control multiple familiars at the same time, as I was saying before, you can do the double trigger by holding in L2. Oh, you did it just now. And now you'll see that one of the familiars, whichever one that you selected, whichever button you hit, is going to be controlled by the AI for a certain amount of time and be powered up. So then you can kind of focus on using the other one to attack. Nice. Have we done Royal Fork yet?
Yes, we have. I'll try and set up another one. Ooh, I need more devil trigger. They need to attack more. I haven't got time for the book.
That's right. Royal Fork is one that takes devil trigger games.
Yeah.
That's true. Royal Fork is this special attack you can do with Beast. Here it is. Boom. With Beast Cane. And if you have multiple enemies in stalemate, when you use that, it takes a little bit of meter, but you can kill multiple enemies all at the same time, simultaneously. And it's also the only cane attack that you can do where it will take away a little bit of damage to enemies that aren't. There you go. Yep, did it again.
このステージ、この戦闘見て結構厳しいんで分かると思うんですけどね。V 手に入れというか V を使い始めたら、デルトリガーゲージなるべく早く増やしてあげた方がいいかなと。
Another thing is, this is pretty early in the game, so you haven't really gotten a whole lot of chance to raise your double trigger gauge yet, but it's a great idea when you're playing this V to raise that gauge so that you have more, increase that gauge to say, so that you have more of a chance to use all of the attacks that use the gauge.
Well, one I haven't used yet is his the skewer. I haven't used skewer yet. I forgot about that. So I'll see if I can get Shadow back. It's the one where he pierces them. Is he going to do it? All right, so this should kill him.
Do it.
Bosh. Oh,
There you go. Boom.
Try again. Where are you? Come on, Shadow. Finish him with skewer. And you can stand on it if I don't mess it up, which I did. I tried.
Try to stand on top. Now here's something. What happens is you'll notice that Griffin here, he's in orb state right now. What happens is Griffin's taking enough damage where, and now he's been revived. But where once either Griffin or Shadow have taken enough damage, they can't attack. They're in that orb state, and so in order to get them out of that orb state and so that they can attack again, you can just wait a certain amount of time, or if you want to hurry it up, you can get close to them. And when you're close to them, that'll help them
I've
revive
seen
you.
him kind of like stroke the orb before when they're kind of like trying to revive. He'll kind of like almost like do this. Like if it's just they're in their orb form. They're kind of his pets, aren't they?
そうね。
Those are just like some of those details, man, that our artists, our animators, a lot of that stuff, like, we didn't initially plan on putting it in the game. You know, it's like there's deadlines that we have to hit, there's schedules we have to hit, there's only so much money that we have to make the game.
I understand, yeah.
But the animators, like, especially the animators and the modelers, all those guys, they want to make sure they make something that is really going to make the fans happy. And so they do their best to they work. Sometimes they'll work overtime or whatever, just so that they can put in these little touches, you know. And I love that. It's those little touches that I think really make Japanese games sing.
What's that say? The rise and fall of Spencer. Is that like a Bionic Commando reference?
Is it? Is it a Bionic Commando reference? Was there a Spencer? I feel like there was a Spencer in Resident Evil too. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm expecting to see your name here in the credits, but there isn't. Okay.
Is my name up there, really?
No, unfortunately not. Garcia. Yeah, the environment artists having fun with all the different stuff that we create here, man. It's the attention to detail, man.
Oh, no, man.
Alright, we're going to get a bunch of roots up here to try and stop me from taking out this giant red orb. I'm trying to think if there's any Griffin attacks I've not used yet. He's got the back forward one, which kind of puts down like that electric thing, yeah. And crunch. Right, I have yet to take this one out without it kind of like drying up. I've still yet to actually do it.
Alright.
Shadow, attack faster. Nah, I'm not doing it. That's going to dry up. No, come on, hit it again. Yes! All right, finally.
Oh, all right, there you go. You got him, man.
That was literally the last second. That's the first time I've done that. All right, see if I can find any of these secret orbs like Gabriel found. Is there any around here? Can you give me any tips? There isn't, is there? This is way too easy to get to. I don't know, man. This is way too easy to get to, so there can't be. All right, I'm going to try it. Nope. Nope. Nope.
The great thing is we'll have...
Nope. Alright, fine. I'm not much of a treasure hunter, sorry.
The great thing is now we'll definitely have people that once they get the game, they're gonna show us. They're gonna tweet at us, you know. Like, look, Matt, I found the orbs.
Yeah, oh yeah, they will. There probably was some back there. I was just standing in the wrong place. There's a statue here. I wonder. To be honest, I don't actually know where any of the orbs are in this level. Alright, someone better is going to have to try that. I'm definitely not getting a fast clear bonus. Alright, skip.
Alright, here we go.
I'm pressing start. Why is it not skipping? Skip! There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, had to wait for that bit.
Alright. Now, I think this is the first time you see these D'Angelo enemies in the game.
Okay.
Nightmare making short work of them.
Oh, もう目をいってない。
ああ、だからか。
Get him.
あ、いるか。いる。
いる
Why is he angling it up? There we go.
Tearing them to pieces with both of them. Nice job.
I was not ready for that.
Oh,
It's the big boss, man.
you were not ready, man.
I was definitely not.
And this is one of those areas that, with the cameo system, you can
Nero's
actually
going
have
in,
Nero
man.
playing with you. So you can see Nero's here. When you're not connected online, this is one of the areas where Nero will be controlled by AI. So it's not just you.
No, you don't.
Nice, and because you're controlling them, see,
Yep.
you're able to take out that enemy no problem.
He's got that kill power.
Yep, got the kill power.
No, I didn't get the last hit. Alright, got it anyway. Headshot gets so much bigger when you upgrade it. I abuse headshot just because it works so well. Alright, I'm going to upgrade Shadow, put him into his... Have I got enough? I ain't got enough trigger. Alright, go.
So we'll use both your familiars to do our. It's like Griffin has plenty of health. Shadow's a little lower on health, but he's doing alright. Nice, and you notice when he called in Nightmare there, that restored the health for both Shadow and Griffin. So that's one thing that you can do if you're in a pinch. And Shadow and Griffin have both been taken down. They're both in their outer states. You really have no way to attack. If you have double turkey gauge, then you can call Nightmare in, and then they will automatically revive.
これロムバージョン古いやつやからネロがあんまりちゃんと戦ってくれてないね。
Yeah, there you go. He's on top of the Shadow there. You can do that. One thing to note for this particular version of the game, again, because this is an old version of the game, Nero hasn't been a whole lot of help to Matt. And in the retail version of the game, I think he's going to be a little stronger.
Okay, that's good to know. Aim it,
Alright,
right.
trying to take him out with Nightmare there. Not happening. Boom.
His taunt was a cough.
His taunt was a cough.
Alright, come on, Nero, do something. I'm leaving this one to you. He is doing damage. Alright.
ネロはもうだって銃しか撃ってないもんね。
Yeah, you can tell, like the AI, like Nero's just kind of shooting. That's all he's doing. So really not the best version of the ROM here.
Alright, I've upgraded them. They're going to kill him for me. Let's go, boys.
Nice.
相当やりごたえありますよね。最初で出くわすと。
Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty decent, pretty long fight here.
Let's finish it.
And here we go. Boom. That's the end. Nice. There you go, dude. You did it.
I got there. I got triple S once, somehow. I think it was more by luck than actual skill. I've skipped.
There you go.
Skipped.
Don't want to spoil anything.
No, yeah. I skipped it. S? I still got an S. Can we confirm that? Just to confirm it.
Look at that. For you, man.
There we go. Yeah, so like I know it didn't I did, yeah. I just want to confirm
Nice,
that.
dude.
Oh man, that was really enjoyable. Like the one thing I really do like about V is that it's just so different. It's just so different. Like, you know, like you just kind of like you're taking more of a back seat and kind of like almost like orchestrating your minions to kind of like do all the damage for you. So you need to keep V out of like harm's way and then just kind of like get them in and then just he'll come in for the finisher. which I really like.
It kind of feels like that, right? But you just played it, right? Did it feel to you like it was a thing where you were literally just kind of taking a back seat, or does it still feel like
I feel
when
like
you press the
mid-range?
button?
So I'm not out of the battle. I'm not right in it. I'm kind of mid-range, and I'm kind of like I still have to like dodge and kind of like dictate and stuff like that. So I don't.
Because I've seen some different previews from some different media where they've kind of said that they do feel like it is kind of taking a backseat, that it is kind of like letting the AI fight for them. And the way we tried to balance it was that no, it's not really that Shadow and Griffin are being controlled by AI. We tried to make it so that it isn't the same framework as Nero and Dante. So you press the button and right away there should be a response.
There is
from the familiar, you know.
You press,
did you feel that?
You definitely press Y on the Xbox One pad, and like the melee attacks come out like immediately. So he's like he's right by you, and you just get like all the damage. So it's good. Yeah, definitely. But one thing I really like doing as well is just like using the your devil gauge to like power up one of them, and then concentrating on the other one. So like rather than trying to like do them both like simultaneously, which can be quite tricky. I'm sure players like pro players will get really good at that kind of stuff. But just like someone like me who's not played it all that much yet, you can power up one and then focus on the other guy, and then you're still going all in with like the long range and melee at the same time. So it feels really satisfying. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the community does come March 8th. And they figure out
man,
kind of like
we're gonna see some awesome videos, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But I think that I mean, what is the time now? We pretty much at the end. Yeah, is it bang on 12 o'clock?
Yeah,
it's bang on 12
9
o'clock.
p.m.
Yeah,
it's 9 p.m.
We've done it perfectly, yep. I imagine you guys must be like looking forward to getting home and getting some sleep.
Oh, well, that'd be nice. Probably I've got to like catch up on emails and stuff. Find out if there's any fires that we need to put out.
Oh my god. I'm sure it's all good. Like,
well, Gabuzan says, yeah, but I'm really tired.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay. Well,
dinner,
that pretty much wraps it up then. So, thank you very much for joining us, like, very late in Japan, but always, like, it just wouldn't be the same without you guys here and offering, like, the insight into the R&D and, like, how the game's shaping up. So, the community appreciates it. I appreciate it. It's so awesome to have you guys joining us for this kind of stuff.
いやいや、もう朝早くから皆さんありがとうございました。見てる人も朝早くからありがとうございました。
Isam-san says he just wants to thank everybody for, we know that it's pretty early over there in the UK, so we thank everybody for taking the time to get up and watch us play, or watch us here, watch you play, everything, Do
you guys want to come and get a shot and say goodbye? Yeah.
Thank you. Pre-order now.
There you go.
So, say again, sorry?
Nice, we got Gabe and
he's saying all three of us got an S rank, so between us, we're the triple S.
Triple S, nice.
Triple S. I'll take that.
Triple S.
Thanks.
Nice, I like it. Nice.
Smoking, sexy style.
There
we go.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Oh, cool. All right, well, hopefully we can do like some more like these streams again in the future. But for now, let's all just look forward to March 8th, and I can't wait to see, all the awesome like videos everyone's going to be putting out with all these three amazing characters. So, yep, that's all we got time for this morning, this evening, and wherever you are in the world. But we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks a lot, guys.